To most of us in Asia, Blue Christmas is a relatively new word. In the Christmas Advent calendar, Blue Christmas refers to the day that has the longest night in the Christmas season. It is also the same title of a song famously sung by the late American singer Elvis Presley. Today, we are celebrating Blue Christmas. And Blue Christmas is not just dedicated to one day, but is dedicated for the full month to a very special group of people. Who are they? They have been patrolling the streets 24/7, making sure that they are keeping us safe and sound, especially during the Christmas season. And as most of us take time off early from work in Christmas Eve and spending even a week's holiday with family and friends at home, having a dinner together, unwrapping presents under the Christmas tree, most of them didn't get a chance to do all this because they are out there on shift, doing their duty to protect us. They are the law enforcement officers. Imagine having the race for life and limb in order to protect and safeguard you. And your family is not with you. These law enforcement officers are the police, firefighters, the EMTs, and the dispatchers. Tonight, we want to take this further to thank all the law enforcement officers around the world, not just for the contribution that they have done during Christmas season to protect us, but also for all that they have done all year round. About 100 years ago, we used to think of law enforcement officers as the no-nonsense guys who catch bad guys on the streets. People who are only concerned with keeping the law with no regard for compassion. As societies evolved, the law enforcement officers are no longer just maintaining law and order. They have to actively work with the community and engage with them to help keep a lookout for potential crime suspects and acts of crime. And that also involves them taking on the attributes of having a generous heart, compassion, empathy, and the ability to stay calm at all times. Now let me share with you my two police encounters. Well, the first one is one that you have probably heard a part of it. Some of you who have been following the earlier episodes of this Christmas special would have known that I was pickpocketed in Paris years ago. And when I went to the police station in Paris, my mind was in such a frenzy. I didn't know what to do. And then there was this English-speaking policeman who came to me. He calmed me down and told me to relate the whole incident to him slowly. And then after, he led me to an interview room where I was interviewed by a French-speaking police, but he was at the side calmly translating what I said when I gave my police statement. And before I left, he actually gave me the reassurance that everything would be fine and that he would do his best to try to recover the items that I have lost. Now let me share with you another police encounter that happened years ago in Singapore. Now during that time, one day, my computer was attacked by a virus, as also I thought. And I received a call, someone speaking in a very special accent, telling me that my computer had been attacked and they had the solution to solve this problem. Well, I believed him and I actually made the payment to him to buy the software that he was talking about. And then my friend told me that, hey, you have fallen into a scam. So I was so shocked and so worried that I took my laptop on that night and went straight to the nearest police station and told them everything that had happened. And I remember I was sitting at the police counter and telling him all this. I was so nervous that I couldn't get my story straight and he had to calm me down. And just with the same amount of patience that the French police had displayed, he guided me through to give my statement and even given me the right instructions to follow to resolve this problem, and that included rebooting my laptop to make sure that it is safe and no longer being hacked. So these are my two police encounters. What did I learn from them? They both displayed the same level of commitment, of passion, of empathy, in taking the step to care for the people who are in distress and came to them. Now, what can we do to show appreciation to these law enforcement officers? If you happen to know a law enforcement officer, you can give them a little present, a greeting card, or send them a greeting video to express your thanks to them for all that they have done for you. And if you happen to be in the US or Europe, you can place a single porch light, blue in color, or a blue candle by the window of your house to show that you remember them. You want to thank them for all that they have done. For those of you who are watching this program and you are a law enforcement officer, we want to thank you for all your contribution and commitment from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you. Well, for tomorrow's video story, we are going to take you back in time to discover the story of two brothers who have enabled mankind to realize their dream of soaring above the skies. I hope you like today's sharing and we'll see you tomorrow. Do like this video, comment in the space below, and if you happen to have a friend who is a law enforcement officer, go forth and share this video with them.